Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory and fear to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Hawakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that's striving for salvation in these electrifying times. So I want to do a quick video. I've been seeing this stuff online. I've been seeing it on different websites and different social medias of there's a situation going on where these Edomites, or so-called white men, or so-called the white race, as most people know them as to be, are starting to more and more are bleaching their skins, or not bleaching their skins, Salakia. They're injecting their skins with melanin injections and also with tanning injections. They're addicted to tanning salons and taking their body to a level to where they can try to appear to be so-called African American. Pretty much they want to be like they're from the Southern Kingdom. And then also on the flip side of that, you have Jakes that are bleaching their skin so they could be lighter, so they can try to move their skin tone to a lighter complexion to look more like an Edomite or a so-called Caucasian or white person. And that's in the scriptures, man. That's the scriptures. The beautiful thing about the scriptures, it covers everything. These things are is just another prophecy that's showing that the scriptures are true, and that the prophecies of the scriptures will come to pass. So I'll just look at some of these videos. Images. So if I click on this, it says 39-year-old white male in Australia and took injections of synthetic melanin hormone. That was back in '03. This chick, she been all on national television. This is what she used to look like, and this is what she looks like now. She's been all over national television. Pretty sure most people have seen her, but she's not the only one. There's tons of them. There's more pictures of her, but this guy, look at from this to now he looks like this. This is another picture of him. Look at this Edomite chick right here. This is what she used to look like. This is what she went from this to this, and now she looks like this. You know, and there's different ones, and I'm gonna go into this one. This is her husband. He did the same thing. She's really famous. She's this lady that's been all on the Good Morning America or all the morning shows and the big time TV syndicates. She's been on them. He's been on them. So let's go on over and move over to the next. These are Jakes that have bleached their skin, which is this very extremely popular amongst Benjamites, so-called West Indians in the Caribbean. That's something that's just been going on for years. But this guy used to look like this, and now he looks like this. So taking his bleaching creams. This is Little Kim, and she's well known, And look at this chick. It's more of Lil Kim. Look, this guy again, and there's more cases, but the well-known case is Sammy Sosa. Like, this dude doesn't even, like, oh my god. And even Beyonce and Janet Jackson. Look at man, Rihanna, Sierra, Beyonce just looks. You could just tell the difference. So this is something that goes on in the so-called white man's kingdom. This is the things that happen when you're being ruled by the wicked. When the wicked are in power, this is the type of things that happens. He pushes people to not be who they are, as well as he tries to take their place of being who they are, which is you Israelites. He wants to take your place. So I just got a few scriptures I'm gonna get into. They're pretty self-explanatory. So the first one is Isaiah 29:15. It says, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, Who seeth us? And who knoweth us?" Because this is the so-called white man. He does these things. He has these witches and warlocks that they have these think tanks where they come up with different ways of how they can push wickedness and evil and wickedness and get people to do things that they shouldn't be doing and stopping them from doing the things that they should be doing in society, in the world. The scriptures say he lose sleep unless he's done mischief. Verse 16, it says, surely your turning things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. You turn things upside down, meaning you turning righteousness into wickedness and wickedness into trying to portray it as if it's righteousness. We're the clay, the Most High is the potter, and He formulate things how it's supposed to be. And you Edomites, you try your best to take away the formulation that the Most High put in place for how people are supposed to conduct ourselves. You constantly elevate wickedness, but anything that's righteousness you suppress. It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? We know the Most High has ultimate understanding, so it's you the one that don't have to understand Esau. You the one that's trying to make people be what they're not, and you trying to be what you're not. The next scripture is Isaiah 45:8. It says, drop down, ye heavens, from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation, and let righteousness spring up together. I, the Lord, have created it. So the Most High has created the way things are supposed to be established, everything's supposed to be established. Now, we Israelites have played our part in that as well as a nation. That's why we under our curses, while we've been in the conditions we're into, because we don't follow, as a nation as a whole, haven't followed the Most High law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. But Esau, he he takes things to a whole nother level. Like it ain't even for him to follow, but he just puts it out there for nothing but wickedness to continue to reign on the earth. That's why he has to be taken out of place. The scriptures tell you he has to be taken out of the way, because he is the one that's in the way of righteousness. Verse 9, it says, woe unto him that strive with his maker. And that's you, Esau. This right here, you trying to get back what the Most High took from you, starting with your forefather Cain. He made you this leprous. He the one took away your melanin. He the one took away your pigment, and then your blood, so forth. He made you this mark of leprosy. He placed this upon you, and you're trying to get it back. You're trying to go around what the Most High did and take it back. You're trying to get your melanin back, trying to get your pigmentation back, because you know in your spirit that this is a curse that you got upon you, but you're trying to go around a way to do it. This is you striving with your maker, and then you allowing Jakes to do this. What Sammy Sosa did. This is pushing society, because you've put it out there that the complexion of an Edomite, which is no complexion, they don't have pigment, but you put that up as a standard of beauty. You put that up as far as what people should want to look like. That's you. You made that the standard, right? It's right here. It says dark or white, you are beautiful. So basically, if that's the case, if dark or white, you are beautiful, we all know that that's not the case. Like natural beauty, when you look at beauty, beauty is of color. It's always been that way. Esau always known that. That's why he put Edomites on these beauty magazines and the image of what beauty is. But now you have people of color. You have Jakes that are winning Miss America, winning these beauty pageants, because it just can't be hid anymore. The real beauty comes with color, and the darker the better. That's my personal opinion. Just adding that in there. But people of color is really the benchmark of what beauty is, or what attractiveness is. But he controls the tabloids, he controls the movies, he controls the TV. So all he does is pushes Edomites, or people, so-called Caucasians. He pushed that as the image of what beauty is supposed to look like. So you striving with your maker. Back in Isaiah 45, it says, woe unto him that strive with his maker. And this is not the only way you strive with the Most High, but this is a point that I'm bringing out in this video. Let the potsherd strive with the potsherd of the earth. Shall the clay say to him that fashioned it, what makest thou, or what or thy works? He had no hands, and you don't have any hands, Esau. You don't control anything that goes on. You're just allowed by what the Most High gives you the power to do. He allows you to do this stuff because this is, as I said, it's prophecy. This is prophecy coming to pass. So next scripture, I have two more scriptures. I'm gonna bring it to a close. This is Isaiah 5:20. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." And that's exactly what you do, man. Esau, you are the one that just tries to make everything that's wicked make it right. You're the one that's pushing homosexuality. You're the one that's pushing um, the dietary laws. You go against the dietary laws. You go against the ceremonial laws. You don't want to make these wicked pagan holidays as if they're a right thing to do and got everybody following. You're the one that's pushing out bestiality. Like you don't even. There's chicks that are on the internet and they're showing you that they make out with their dog. They sleep and have sex with their dog. They actually got a video of an Edomite. She's telling you and trying to sell it to you why it's best that chicks be getting with these dogs because no pregnancy, no STDs. And she knows how to command the dog, and the dog don't get tired. She get all this bull, and she put that. You don't go after her. You don't go after her. But if a Jake is disciplining their child in a right way, because the scriptures tell you to do that, scriptures tell you to bow the hand, bow if your children bow their head and put the rod on their backside. The scriptures tell you to be, hard and the disciplinary on your child. If you love and care for your child, you need to come down on them and keep them obedient. But you'll go and there'll be a video of someone that's disciplining their child, and you'll arrest them. But this chick sit up there telling you that, oh yeah, go sleep with your dog. I sleep with my dog. I know how to command my dog when I'm ready to get busy. But you don't go arrest her for the bestiality. The example that's being set out there. Why? Because you push evil for good. You try to make evil look good or like it's fine, and then and wickedness for like it's right. And you the one that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Which I'm gonna go back to this picture. You're trying to make this is bitter. You're bitter that you have no melanin. But the way you try to make it sweet is why you try to bleach and get injections. It's like you're not bleach, but injections and you get your deep tannins. You go to these tanning salons and you pretty much burn your skin, and because you can't be in the sun and get a natural tan. And you got Jakes thinking it's all right to light and go from this to this, pushing bitter for sweet. That's what you do, man. So the last scripture I'm gonna get into is Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. We all know that. Esau is the one that's in power. He's the one that's controlling everything. It says he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So who's went around the earth changing out all the ancient artifacts, the different pictures of the icon, taking them down of people of color that was in, there were rulers, there were, the people that were, the original pictures of they were drawn back in the biblical times. You whitewashed them. You went around and you took them down, the pictures of the true images of the people of those times, the rulers, even the pictures of the angels in the Most High. They had them out there that they were drawn as of color because they are of color. You took those down and you had, these different artists or painters. Uh, you had them repaint them as white or Caucasian looking people. That's what you do, and that's why everywhere you go, all the angels, the Most High, Adam, Moses, they're all depicted as so-called Caucasians. So not only have you, you know, covered the faces of the judge there are, You're trying to cover your face as a so-called African American man, which are the Israelites, of color, and then you're trying to make the Israelites, cover their faces as lighter or whiter. That's what you're doing, but that's okay. Your time is in, but your time is about to be out. You're almost out of time. We're coming down to the end of this thing. Kahalau Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Get this man out, Baba Kushah, Baba Kushah, Baba Kushah. Take this man down and out. Put him up underneath us, like the scriptures say. He gonna lick up the dust of our feet. Get this man out of power and get him out of the judgment seat and into the shackles. Be chained up and put him in the slavery for 1,000 years. And we can't wait for that time to come. So with that, I just want to do a quick video on that. This is wicked right here. You're trying to inject yourself with melanin injection, something the Most High stripped from you and took from you, and you trying to get it back. Why? Because you think you're the Most High. You think you can do. The scripture say you put yourself up as the Most High. So with that, I want to say Kal Allow, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Harakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that's striving for salvation during these electrifying times. Shalom.